Hello friends, those back pages here. I hope you're well. It seems like over a year since I've had this angle on tonight's episode. Haha, bad joke. Alright, let's get to it. We got a Mailbin in honor of our very own Elite Co 3. If you're watching my channel, you certainly know who Elite Co 3 is, Nolan. So this will be almost like an homage to Nolan without the cool graphics that he puts up on the screen. And probably without exact pricing. I'll probably give you an estimated what it was in the area of. But I'm not going to remember exactly. Before I begin, you see there on your right the Dick Lovelady mail truck has yet to deliver my pickup from last year, by definition. A 2019 Topps update, Black Dick Lovelady. Yeah, numbered to 67. Picked one up, but has not arrived yet. Starting to get a little concerned. Alright, here we go. Before we get started with the mail bin, a couple things. Got in my email, electronic mail, for you older people. Got in my email today from YouTube that the COPPA thing has really officially started today, January 6th, 2020. So, there's no need for me to go over the whole COPPA thing. You are aware of it. If you're not, go back about a half dozen to a dozen episodes ago. I talked about it in length a couple of times. One other shout out to a fellow tuber. It's not extremely active, but is extremely important in the hobby. The channel's name is Croatian Twins. I will put a link in the description. Kiki, it's his channel. He runs quite a popular show in Germany. A couple times a year, actually. I think it was just in November, the last time we put a video out on it in November. I'll link that one in the description. If you've had the pleasure of meeting Kiki, I have a couple of times. He is full of life. He loves the hobby. His collection is amazing, but more importantly, he's an amazing human being. With everything that's gone on in the hobby the last year, which, by the way, is nothing new. Bad actors, as they call them, and scam artists, and genuinely bad people have been involved in the hobby for many, many, many decades. That's not going to change. Just like anything else, as long as there's money to be made, people will do bad things for the sake of that money, regardless of what it is. Of course, not everybody. We're not talking about extremes here. But when people say the hobby is dead, I think about Kiki. And I smile. So I strongly recommend you check out his channel. And his rather famous now posts on Blowout in the basketball section He actually posted today his recap from that show. And when I tell you I spent an hour reading it this afternoon, I am not exaggerating. It's that good, and he puts that much effort into it that it's worthy of your time. So let's show off some mail that has come in, and let's talk about some stuff. Let's put that on the side. We'll do these first. Let's see. Let's start. Let's just put a pile out there and go over it. All right. First, we'll start with these. I picked up these Baby Yodas just because it's Baby Yoda. If you don't love Baby Yoda, there's something wrong with you. How can you not love Baby Yoda? He's adorable. This is from the Topps Living Set, the Star Wars version. These were $5 from an eBay seller that I pick up my baseball ones from. Can't go wrong. Love Baby Yoda. Let's put a Baby Yoda in the picture because Baby Yoda is great. So he can watch the festivities. All right, so I won a... I should have taken this out of the bag. I apologize. I won this lot of Dirks. There were 13 red, white, and blues, 1 green, and I think 7. Thought it was 8. Maybe I missed one somewhere. 13, 14. No, there's one missing somewhere. Oh well, not a big deal. So it was a 23 card lot of Super Shine, as you can tell. The greatest European NBA player of all time. Was around $5 for the whole lot. So I figured, I have to add that to the collection just because the price was stupid cheap. Speaking of stupid cheap, we've got 2019 Prism, Tom Brady, silver, Prism, $3 in auction. Was surprised to win that. Here's a 2014 Prism Green retail exclusive Drew Brees. See if we can get that etching. There you go. Look at that etching. Just stunning. Just a stunning card. This was $2. And it was sent in a plain white envelope. Get to more of this stuff in a minute. I picked up this Select Luka rookie. So I don't have one. It was $19.99. Buy it now. Which I thought was pretty cheap. Especially considering it's Luka. Speaking of which, I picked up this orange ice. These are exclusive to the Walmart hangers. Only available in the Walmart hangers. I think these are very, very underpriced. Highly recommend you pick up your player. So, and another nod to Nolan. He writes, if you watch his videos, he writes stuff on the top loaders. So this is just for my own personal notes when I go back and I want to make sure I got my item that I paid for in a condition that's satisfactory. So that's the tracking number, ended in 7009. And I just put the state, it's in Florida. So you'll see a couple of that when you see that pop up. Actually, this was a lot. Yeah. These three were in a lot from the same seller. I think so. No. This one was on its own. And then these three were then where the pink ice, which was this is a Walmart mega box exclusive. It gets confusing. The silver, which it's my first Lucas Silver I've ever owned in a red, white, and blue. Now, I think I wrote on one of these. It must have been on this one. From Texas. I won this lot. It was a lot of three. It was like $33. Something very cheap. I didn't think I'd win. I set the snipe and I was able to win. Happy to add that to the collection. This is a 2018 green Pulsar, neon green Pulsar, Dirk. This is his last Prism, his last card from his playing days for Prism. I'm sure he'll be in next year's Prism as a veteran. This is number 225 on the back. This was, I think it was $22. For such a low numbered card, I was happy to, again, I put the snipe in and I happened to win, and here we are. I really just, there's just something about this image that appeals to me after all these years, you know, of him playing in the NBA. Here's an orange ice LeBron from Minnesota. Again, Walmart hanger only. Can't recommend that enough. Here's another Luka. Another Luka. Look at that. Horrible tape. Where did I put those? Oh, there we go. These are in with that lot I showed you in the beginning with the Dirks. So it was 9. Excellent, a full page for the binder. Let's see. Oh, here we finally got this that you'll never be able to tell what it is on the camera because Topps 3D needs to be seen in person. Anyone who's seen these in person knows exactly what I'm talking about. Happy to add that to the collection to keep that going. This was another, this LeBron was in with something I can't remember. It's one of the lots I won. I should have organized a little bit better, but you know, when you're bidding on lots and it has extra stuff in it and you're bidding and you're winning for less than you thought, that's even better. But I love the shine on these. Can't get enough of these ice, cracked ice. Especially the orange, which is essentially the poor man's gold, which I'm sure they'll do gold ice next year, just because it's so popular. Alright, let's grab another handful here. That's what I want to explain on that, I think. A little disorganized, a little disappointed in myself. Yeah, it's in this one. Alright. Alright, let's start with the, remember I promised you guys last episode I would show you a Revolution with the camera facing the right way so you can pick it up. This is his 2015 Revolution. This is a base card. Ladies and gentlemen, a base card. This is a base card. Very basic back. This is a base card. How crazy is that? These have really shot up since I spoke about it in the last episode. So I picked that up. It was a 2-card lot from a guy on Sport Lots, no less. I was scouring for back at Marketplace, where I found this. This is the Infinite Parallel. Guy put a sticker on there. You can see the back. It has almost like a mojo pattern on the back. It shows up better in person. But yeah, it's called an Infinite. It's not numbered. They are numbered parallels, this is called the Nova. Kind of has like swirlies. Again, it's not numbered. But it is hard to find. These were 1 in 6 packs. These were each 1 in 6 packs, the parallel to the entire set. And it's an 8-pack box. So you got one Infinite and 1 Nova per box, essentially. And I think it's a 200 card set. It might be 300, but I think it's really 200. But there you can see the different patterns on the card. Just so much shine. And Revolution's coming out later this month. I think it's primed. I really do. I think it's really primed to take off. That's just me speaking, though. Okay, this was a LeBron lot. Yes, from Portland, Oregon. And you'll see I wrote on the back this. Whoops! If I don't drop everything over, it's important. I wrote rough. This copy this is a red ice. That's a base card. More of those in a moment. And this is a red, white, and blue. I think I essentially won this whole lot for the $1 or $2 more than I wanted to win this for. So it's a little rough. I mean, the top is a little rough. But again, one thing I want to say, it works a lot of ways. First off, look at that etching. Boom. If you want a gem mint card, buy a gem mint card. Oh, we're falling apart here. If you want a gem mint card, buy a gem mint card. Buying raw on eBay, that's the way it goes sometimes. You could return it, but again, it's going to be all right. So that's a red, white, and blue. And a base card. Picked up, these were separate. There's another orange. And here's the pink. This was in the, I'm sorry. This was the red is in the Target Mega, exclusively in Target Mega boxes. Walmart Mega boxes, because they used blue many years ago, 3 years ago. They shouldn't have used blue. So they had to give Walmart pink. So you've got, these are the basic. There are numbered versions of this, but these are the basic orange, red, and pink. Now, personally, I think the pink is the weakest of the three. I mean, it's not horrible on its own, but it just doesn't, to me, orange is obviously the best. But red is second best, and then pink would be third for me. But again, you can't get enough of that shine. And, again, I say it often, but you can't go wrong with LeBrons. You don't have to. It helps if you do like him. No joking about that. But the safest bet of anyone playing in the NBA right now. All right, let's move this on along here. We got another lot. This was with something. I think with the pink ice that I just showed. But it had these. It was those 4 cards. And again, big fan of this card. More of that in a minute. So again, from the 2015 Revolution, this is the Giannis base card. again, it's just crazy shiny. And, I think these were these were $1.60 or something like that. Just something, too low. Too low to let go. Just look at that, And then, of course, here's some more base LeBrons from various sellers. Just the base card. I just can't get enough of these. It's just so shiny and so cheap. Well, it was cheap. It's actually gone up a lot since I started talking about it, which is cool. I mean, I guess. Take credit for that and whatnot. That's fine. And then, of course, here's another one. Oh, here's some more Giannis and another LeBron. Got to get these sleeved up. And then this was from Burbank. They have if you look at their stuff, they'll 20% off. So it was like $220 and then 20% off each. And this is his first optic. His first Panini optic card. And I don't ever expect this to take off. Like the 2012 Prism. But again, under $2 each, how do you, what are you really losing when they're under $2 each? Makes for good binder material. All right, here's another red ice that's really nice. See, I even wrote on here, great packaging for when I give the feedback. Did a really good job on that packaging. And then, like I told you, initially I was like, oh, the picture is kind of, but the picture has grown on me. And so I picked up a few. These are all LeBron Prisms. Whoops. LeBron Prism flying all over the place. So yeah, I was able to pick up from a couple different sellers some large lots. And these will look really good in the binder. I mean, it came out to $1 each. You really can't. You know how much product you would have to open to get 50 of these? A lot of product. Cases. So for $1 each, gotta buy them. Put them in the binder. Put them away. Because it's fun. Let me put those down before I spill them all over the floor. Alright. So we got this. Picked up this slab. I hadn't owned this yet. This is a short print from last year's Heritage. It's a high number. Picked this up in a fine 9. Mint 9, as Ed Weskergriff would say. And this cost me the same as actually it was like $2. This was $15. So it's a couple dollars more than a raw copy, which is pretty crazy. And more on that in a minute. More on slabs in a minute. Because I know how much of a hot button topic that is for some people. And I don't mind talking about it. Picked up. This is the first time I'm owning this card. It is a PSA 8 Albert Pujols Topps flagship rookie from the traded set, which is now called Update. These next 3 cards I picked up from one seller who, after paying, he wrote me back. And this is pretty cool. He wrote me back and he says he watches the channel and he enjoys it. He told me to keep up the good work, and I gotta be honest, that made me feel pretty good. You know, just really proud of that. So there's a so like I said, I bought these 3 cards from the same seller. Yeah, PSA 8 LeBron first prism card, and a PSA 9 LeBron first prism card. Now, you know, here's where people can bash away at PSA. That's fine. You want to bash away at third-party grading, that's fine. But always remember where I buy slabs, because I like the cards and I want to know what I'm getting for the most part. Now, you know, I got these today in the mail. You know, I'm not sure that the seller would have submitted this if he thought it was only an 8. Probably not. It looks pretty good for an 8. It's well centered. I mean, if I take, you know, if I take the loop out and I examine it over, analyze the card, I could probably find something wrong with it. But that's not why I'm here. What I did find funny was a couple things. I don't know if the camera will pick up on it, but get to that in a second. This is serial number 160 and 161. So obviously they were graded at the same time. Again, I don't think the seller would sub it if he thought it would only be an 8. But he had an 8 and a 9, and he had a 10 too. I should have looked at the serial number on the 10, but like I said, this was 25, this was 35, and the 10 was 115. So, choice is easy for me. 60 for both of these, or 110, 115 for a 10. So, these two for half the price of a 10, which were all graded on the same day at the same time. And to be honest with you, here's what I don't know if you'll be able to see. I need to get a pointer. If you guys have a pointer, this is a little bright, but so the card is a little bright, and I don't know if I can pick it up. It's a little speck, like a little dimple right there. Right below. Is that on his chin? No, right below Durant's chin. That's Kevin Durant, by the way. Right there. There's one there, and there's one right there on the border. There, you can see it. Right there, and right there. Which is not present on the 8. Which is not present on my 7. Which is not present on my other 9. That's just dirt. So I thought that was pretty funny. You know, I wouldn't totally be shocked if, you know, these were supposed to be, the 8 got into the 9 holder and the 9 got into the 8 holder. It wouldn't shock me at all. Like I mentioned a couple episodes ago, I paid $15 for this. You can't get raws for under $25 anymore. I'll buy all these you got PSA 7s at 15. Send them over. I got PayPal ready for you. So, I want the card. You know, I get it. You can buy the raw cards, but you don't know what you're getting. There's really no need for me to go into that whole thing. You've heard me speak about it. I can speak about it again next time if you want. But, yeah. So I wanted some LeBrons. I really feel this is a strong card for reasons I went over in the last episode. And just etching is just so good on these cards. Again, so you've got You know, first ever card in that for LeBron in Prism, the first ever card for LeBron in Optic. You know, the first ever card for LeBron in Revolution. These are important. Well, the first two anyway. Especially this one is important in the history of Panini basketball cards, if not Panini America as a whole. But yeah, so I think I covered everything I wanted to cover there. I hope I did. Oh, now we're in January, almost mid-January, so let's go, guys. I want to see each and every one of you there. Make it if you can. Try. So I've been thinking again about the outro, which sucks for me. But, hey, it is what it is, right? So, remember to be kind, to think of others, to promote the hobby in a positive way when it's so easy to think negative. We've all done it. Until next time.